Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, TK. Hey, Daddy. I was just wondering when I could see you again. Give me a call and let me know.
Hey, TK, it's Carmen, baby. How are you? I know you're busy, but I miss you, papi. Te quiero ver.
Hey, TK. I'm calling you. I was thinking about you. I'm hoping that I get a call back. Been on my mind. So, it's your girl from Detroit. Meet back when you get a chance, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, a.k.a. T to the motherfucking K. TK Kirkland is the philosopher. T to the motherfucking K is my philosophy.
TK.
Yes, sir.
Hey, first off, thank you so much for calling me.
Man, I looked at your messages, right? And you've been trying to hit me since April, so I apologize because so many people hit me, and sometimes you got to do it twice like you did, so I can see it. Because sometimes I can't go back that far. I do so many at a time, and then I'm gone. But, you got a real situation here. So I was glimpsing through everything. So tell me what's going on again.
All right. So basically, let me kind of I'll skip the first. So I've been with
No. Take me from the beginning. I got time.
Okay. So basically, I was with this girl for 3 years, right? My girl, I've been with her for the last 3 years. A year and a half ago, 14 months ago, we had my son, right?
Right.
We had a rocky relationship on it. Like, it was on and off, but more on than, like, we still were with each other, but we just had a lot of arguments and issues and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
We had the baby, and before we had the baby, we were kind of broken up, but she was staying with her mom, so I told her, and she was stressed out, so I said, all right, why don't you just come live with me while, we figure out what's going on with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then also just with the baby, because I wanted her to be in a, positive environment while, she's about to give birth. So we had the kid last year, and then, we moved in together, we've been together for 3 years, but we moved from the Valley out to Hollywood about 8 months ago. So what happened was I produce content, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I freelance for myself. The last year and a half, I've been able to, I work for myself, I hire my friends, I hire people I know, and business is going well, right?
Right.
So she was at home watching the baby for the last, a year and a half or so, but then a couple months ago, more like 6 months ago, she was saying, hey, I want to work more, or hey, I want to do more things. So I said, okay, well, why don't I help create opportunity for you? So what I did was I gave her a couple grand. I gave her $2,000. I said, here, one of her friends is a property manager that manages properties. So basically that helped her start up an Airbnb, right? So she can make some money on the side. So then she's been making money every month off of that.
Right.
Then I put another $5,000 up to her, and I told her, I said, hey, manage this property. I'll take a percentage into this, but you just manage it. I'll break you off, zero risk. It's super easy, and you'll make an extra couple $100 every month.
Right.
So she's a makeup artist / esthetician, right?
Mm-hmm.
So about last 6 months, she'd always been talking about my commitment and all that kind of stuff. And I told her, I said, look, we're living together. You're my girl. You have a son. You have to wait on all that just because, I need time to really build what we're working on. And then
absolutely,
it'll give us some time.
Mm-hmm.
So then about a month ago, more recently, actually, she'd been going out a lot more often.
Okay.
Right? So she asked me, initially she was like, hey, she'd always ask me for something. She was like, oh, I'm not happy about this, so, can you do that? So she wasn't happy that I wasn't spending enough time with the family. So I started spending more time with the family. She was saying, hey, can you watch the baby more often so I can, do whatever it is, or I can work on the weekends? I said, sure, no problem. So I started watching the baby more. She said, you want to go hang out with her friends at least once a week? So she's like, hey, can you watch the baby? I said, no problem. I'll take care of it. So I started making all these concessions. And then about a month ago, she went out one night and hung out with a friend, got home wasted, passed out on the floor, right? So I'm going to fast forward up until about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So 2 weeks ago, she was here in Hollywood. I went to San Diego to go visit my parents, right? So I'm in San Diego. My dad tells me on a Sunday, hey, we're about to lose our house to foreclosure in 2 weeks. I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me this? So,
right.
So I ended up, and I was with my son there. So I said, okay, I'm going to stay here for a couple more days, and we'll figure all this stuff out.
Right.
So I called my girl and said, hey, I'm going to stay here till like Wednesday or Thursday. This is going on. I got to figure it out for them.
Right.
So in San Diego, I was like, for 4 days nonstop, I was with attorneys, on phone with attorneys, realtors, the bank, like all sorts of stuff, trying to push it or at least delay the foreclosure. So that gives them time to, sell the house, list it, all that stuff. So finally, I was able to get an attorney on board, and then they helped us through the process of basically getting the foreclosure delayed another month and a half, and that gives them time to list the house and whatever. So they can still get some equity out of it, right?
Right.
So I come back 2 weeks ago, and then we're here back and forth between here and San Diego together. Then last week, last Wednesday night, she went out, and I was laying in bed upstairs with my son. She comes in at home at 3:00 in the morning, and she's throwing up in the toilet. And I hear we have a 2-story loft, so I'm upstairs and I hear her downstairs throwing up. And I'm like, the fuck? I was like, okay, so she got super wasted. So she lays down on the floor and passes out downstairs. My son wakes up and is like, Mom, Mom, Mom. But I realized that she wasn't waking up because she was drunk. So I put him to sleep. I come downstairs and I kind of try to shake her up. She doesn't wake up. So I sit down on the couch and like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this girl? Right. So the next morning, I woke up in the morning. She was still knocked out. I come downstairs and I look at her phone, and she texted. Something told me to check her phone. She texted this dude at like 12:15, 12:30 at night, saying, "Hey, hey, love, are you up? I would love to FaceTime you. If not, it's no big deal." ... So, I woke her up and I was like, what the fuck is this? We got to talk right now. So she told me, she said, I met this guy at this mixer thing. We've been talking. He's from out of town. He's not from here. All we've done is we FaceTimed a couple times and we talked over the phone, but, nothing ever happened. And, I did like him, but I never kicked it with him after that one time we met at the mixer. And I was like, okay, when was this? And she was like, a month ago. I said, okay. Obviously, I was furious.
Right.
So that night, I kind of digested it, and I was like, you know what? Let me think about all this stuff that's going on. So the next morning, we were all still here. The next morning, I woke up in the morning to go to the gym. Something told me check her phone again. So I looked at her pictures, and in her recently deleted picture, in her recently deleted box.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So then there's 4 or 5 pictures of him eating at Bossa Nova's, which is across the street from where I live.
Whoa.
There's a picture of there's a video of him dancing in the coffee lounge downstairs in my building.
Whoa.
There's a picture of him at the event that she had met him at. And what's even the one that fucking threw me overboard, there's a picture of him and his 2 friends chilling out my other Airbnb spot on my couch.
Wow, yo.
On my fucking couch, TK. So I wake her up again. I'm like, I got to talk to you right now. So we go downstairs. I was like, I thought you said you never kicked it with him. And she's like, I looked at her, I showed her her phone. I said, I thought you never kicked it with him. then she kind of like started crying. She's like, oh, you know, we did hang out a few times, you know, and then she started telling me stories of like she met him at the mixer. She hung out with him. She went hiking with him once. She had lunch in the Bossa Novas, and that was it, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, she's like, oh, we did kiss while we hiked, but you know, it was more like innocent or whatever. I'm like, there's no such thing as innocent. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Right.
I do sales for a living, right? So I was watching her body language, and it wasn't fitting with what she was saying, right? So then, this was Friday. So now I was filming all weekend. I was filming a music video all last weekend. So Saturday comes around, and Saturday night comes around, and I FaceTimed her, and I called her, and I was like, yo, like, oh, sorry, let's rewind. Friday night, we have cameras everywhere in our building.
Right.
And we have a security guard downstairs. So I went to go downstairs. I went downstairs and I went to go talk to the security. I'm cool with them. So, you know, I was like, hey man, can I look at the security footage? So he's like, sure. He's like, is there like a creep or something happening? And I didn't tell him. I was just like, oh yeah, there's some weird shit going on. I didn't want to get him in trouble.
Right.
So I start going through the footage, and on June 20th, it shows him chilling in the coffee lounge downstairs with her. And then they go up to the rooftop at nighttime, and they're kicking it on the rooftop.
Right.
And then he's like, oh, is that like some creep or something? I said, no. I was like, that's the dude that my girl's cheating with. Oh shit. So I took screenshots of it and pictures of it, which I sent you, right? The video.
Right.
So Saturday night, fast forward to back to last Saturday, I FaceTimed her, and I was like, yo, like, why have you been lying? I was like, I still think you're lying to me. You're not telling me the whole truth. She's like, no, I swear on our son that, like, you know, there's nothing else, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, well, that's bullshit. I don't really believe you, but whatever. So Monday comes around. Fast forward, I filmed all weekend. She was with my son. She took my son and went to her mom's house, right? Monday comes around. I told him, I said, I want to see my son. So she came down and brought him. And I was like, I'll keep him till Wednesday.
Right.
I'm filming Wednesday night, and then the weekend as well, or next week. So I'll keep him until Wednesday. So she comes on Monday and drops, like, she's here in the apartment, and, you know, she starts crying and she starts apologizing. And she's like, look, I'll do whatever it takes to, like, fix things up with us. And I sit down and I said, okay, so tell me the truth about everything. If you want me to even remotely, like, give you another chance, I was like, right now I'm done, because I still think you're lying. But I was like, if you be honest with me, then just tell me the truth. Then she's
I already
like,
know where it's going. I'm just letting you get it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So check this out. So she told me that she met him at the mixer, and then another night she had lied to me when she told me she was going to go out with her girlfriend. She hung out with him and a couple of his friends at the club.
Right.
And then fast forward, they hung out, they went hiking, they made out while they were hiking or whatever, they came back. They also had lunch at Bossa Novas.
Did she fuck him?
Well, so listen, check this out. So she told me she went to his house. They got naked, and she said she sucked his dick, but she said it got weird.
Too. Listen to me, dog.
Okay.
I don't know where you live at.
Where
I'm from, bitch suck a nigga's dick, that's fucking. And she's lying. Ain't too many women gonna suck a motherfucker's dick and not give him no pussy.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right? So I understand where you're blinded at, but I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. You know, here's the thing. I seen your pictures, you're a handsome guy, no homo. You got your shit together, you're successful. And I always tell people, when you're getting money and you winning, you can't have no distractions, because it takes away from you getting your paper. You got to put out, yo.
So my question to you is this, is that I have zero interest in maintaining a relationship with her.
Right, which is good.
Yeah, because I'm not, like, after she even told me all that stuff, I was like, I was like, so wait, let me get this straight. You sucked his dick, but then it just stopped?
Right. Thank you.
And then she's like, oh, well, it just got awkward because I guess he knew about me, and he knew that she was cheating. And
so, I know you ain't. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Yeah, don't go for that shit, family.
Oh yeah, no, I won't.
Don't go for that shit.
So she told me whatever, and she's like, oh, we never did anything. I was like, all right. After that, I was like, yeah, right. I was like, you're so full of shit. I was like, dude, why would you suck somebody's dick and just be like, oh, okay, that's it, we're done? Like,
and they've been out more than one time. See, I could see it was a one-night stand, even though it's still wrong. But they've been out multiple times, and when you was telling me she started going out here and there, I already knew there was another man involved. I'm a zero tolerance kind of man. Yeah. Zero tolerance. Bitch crossed me one time, I'm out, because there's what I tell people in my show, there's a group of college bitches graduating in June. It's a whole new team coming out here. So my point is, you're going to find someone equally yoked to you that will help you raise your child, and we still wish her the best. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Like I think she's a nice person. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I think she's a nice person. She's just immature and just literally doesn't understand the reality that's going on around her.
And she's going through her life lessons. How old is she? She's a young kid. She's in her 20s, right?
She's 25.
Yeah, she was too young for you because you head of the game. You're successful. You're doing business stuff. Women in their 20s, to everybody who's listening, has to explore life. And what I mean by that is what she's doing with you, she really is supposed to do. She wasn't mature enough to handle what you was bringing to the table. Yeah. So this is what I mean by before men have babies with these girls and we stick our dicks in these women, you got to know who you fucking at your age, really, and to other men who are coming up. You are supposed to travel, enjoy life, date as long as you can, and don't have no children with a woman till you're about 35. But then you want the female that brings something to the table. She can't be like, well, loan me some money, I want to start a business. She can't be in a struggling situation, and no disrespect, unless she's loyal. When I mean loyal, she's a down-ass female. Yeah. And that's the ones that you take care of when you know she got your motherfucker back for real. This one right here, this is the kind of female at her age, she'll set you up. Mm-hmm. Anytime a woman bring another nigga to your spot and homies, there's no respect there. Mm-hmm. No respect. So it's going to hurt. As time moves forward, the pain will go away. It's going to hurt her for the rest of her life. But you got to teach her a lesson so that when she meets another man as equally as you, and she might meet somebody better than you, she'll know how to treat that guy. Because you got to put your foot down. You got to respect yourself. One thing I tell men, I love you, but I love myself more. You got to love yourself more.
Yeah, I love myself.
I've seen your pictures, dog. Like I said, and, I thought you was a model. I swear to God, I said, okay, what the fuck kind of problem? But it goes to show you. Listen to what I'm telling you. My whole life, I've seen it with Mike Tyson. I've seen it with Luke. I've seen it with some of the greatest stars in the world. We all go through it. It's nobody is everybody is subject to this. I've seen it with my own eyes, yo. You would think some of the biggest stars in the world wouldn't have these problems, but they do. So there's no, you don't get a pass. I don't get a pass. Some people get lucky and some people don't. You just so happen to meet that type of chick. Yeah, and you gotta let her go. Go ahead, son.
So my question to you is this: is that okay? So, just Monday, a couple days ago, she came and grabbed the baby. She dropped him off. I had him. I didn't really talk to her too much. Right. And then yesterday, she came by to grab the baby. Right. And I called her because basically two nights ago, I was gonna move my shit out. I was gonna get the fuck out of here. Right. And then I talked to my neighbor who she actually introduced this guy to two of my neighbors who we're all friends with. Like super disrespectful shit.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Like she literally, I saw the video footage of him shaking hands with both of my neighbors. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
wow,
this is crazy.
That's crazy, fam.
So, so she came and dropped him Tuesday night. I was talking to my neighbor about this whole situation, and he knocked some sense into me. He's like, "Why the fuck are you moving out when she's the one that fucked up?
Right.
She's the one that cheated." So she's like, she needs to leave. She's like, she needs to straighten this shit out and get the fuck out. And she's like, if she says, "Oh yeah, it's for the baby," no, that's really for her. That ain't for you.
Right.
That ain't for him.
Yes, sir.
So I was like, oh my, like it hit me like a rock. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm being nice about this shit.
Right.
He's
you
like,
are being nice.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't even see you angry about it. He's like, yo, she fucking brought this other dude over to your house that you pay rent on.
Right.
So then I was like, all right. So I flipped the script on her. So then yesterday, she came by to grab the baby, and he told me to word it right because I'm a little too straightforward for all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He basically, I sat down with her and I told her, I said, look, if you want to even remotely consider straightening this stuff out, then you need to give me what I want in order to heal through this process.
Right.
Because you can't fix it. You fucked it up. So
right.
Give me what I need. If you want to make this work. If you don't, then I'll bounce. But if you want to try even remotely trying to make this as a family and strengthen this as like I've raised our child together, then you need to give me my space and you need to leave. And here are like some things that I need you to do in order for me to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So she agreed to that. So she left because initially she's like, oh, it's my place. I'm not going to leave. And, it's my name's on the rent, on the lease too or whatever. So, but then yesterday she agreed to it and then she left with my son. So now my question to you is this. Now, I have no intention of getting back with her. I was just saying that in order to buy me some time.
Okay, smart. I like that. Clever.
Yeah, so my question to you is, this is my first kid. This is my first situation like this that is so extreme in my life. So how do I maneuver when it comes to, like, whether it be child support, whether it be, like I heard on one of the other podcasts telling somebody advice about, you can file for child support even if you're the guy and some other stuff. But like coming from my perspective, right? Like what am I able to do in order to minimize my interaction with her, but also still raise my son?
You're going to go. I know exactly where you're going. So first thing Monday, you're going to go look for an attorney that you don't have to pay that much. I think I might have an attorney for you. Okay. And you get yourself an attorney and you take her out. You take child support papers out on her. You send it to her because she's going to breach. Two things going to happen. I'd rather for you to get her first or for her to get you. One of the worst things in the world to me is a woman who cheats, right? And the guy is like lovey-dovey like you. It's not that you're just lovey-dovey. You was raised right between your mother and your father, and you have tradition and respect for women. A lot of women don't get that. Unfortunately, in this world, I always used to say, why can't good people meet good people? There's always good people meet bad people, and they go through this type of thing, right?
Yeah.
So you get your child support papers, you handle what you need to do. Then you want to find somebody that's a bookkeeper, right? And I want you to create a P&L. A P&L is what they want in court called profit and loss.
Yeah.
And you can finagle a little bit so that you can make $1 million a month. Listen to what I'm telling you. You can finagle this all day. So
I have an accountant with. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me finish. I'm about to tell you something really, really important. You can make $1 million a month as long as you're paying rent on apartment, rent on a warehouse, just paying bills. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is you only bring home $1,000. That's all they can tax you on is the $1,000. As long as you have your taxes to show that you make $12,000 a year, $24,000 a year, or whatever, and you want joint custody. You don't want full custody. You want joint custody. And you want her to show what she brings to the table. That way you're not paying that much in child support.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do that. She's going to cry. She's going to hit you with the okey doke shit. But that's what manipulative women do to good men. And because you're a good man, she'll cry like, you know what, I was raised right. I want to do the right thing here and raise my child with my family. She's not that kind of person. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I told you,
it's because she's young.
Yeah.
She's young. She's 25 years old. She wants to party. She wants to have a good time. And she's going to grow to be a great woman. I'm telling you. 20 years from now, she's going to be a great female if she makes the right choices from this moment. So you put her in a position to either go right or go left. And we hope that she goes right to become a better woman. Mm-hmm. And that's what men have to do to certain women in life for them to grow. You know, it's part of your life lesson. It's part of her journey. And you just picked someone that was too young for the journey that you're on. That's all. She's not a bad person. She's just on a different path than you on. And you should have took just a little more time to know who she was. One, men should not fuck with a woman that ain't got a job. Two, men shouldn't fuck with a female that ain't got on spot. When you meet a female, you want her to have her spot, you have your spot. She come over to your house sometime, you go over her house sometime. If a bitch got problems with a car in the back of your head, you got to start saying, I don't want to deal with this because the bitch car breaks down or she need brakes. I'm going to be the motherfucker that's going to have to do the brake thing or get a rent-a-car. And why should you meet a female and she become a liability? A woman has to either be an asset, period. If she's a liability, you get rid of liabilities. Hold on one second, young man. This is my daughter. Hold on.
No problem.
Let me walk over there to her. I'm getting my baby nails done. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you got to do, yo. You got to and you got to teach yourself a lesson. It's a lesson for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I've learned a lot from it. And I'm taking it as this was a huge awakening for me, because she's been a liability on me for a long time. And the thing is, the reason why I continue to do it, because I thought she was a good person, and she means well, but just like the way that she is, it just doesn't make sense what the fuck she's doing. Like her head, she's not using her head at all. And so for her to do it the way that she did, it's so messy, so sloppy.
Right.
So,
she's just young, fam.
What's
it's
that?
not her fault. She's just a young. She's just a young. Yeah, she's just a young woman who's inexperienced in life, and you met that, and there's nothing wrong with her. She's still probably a nice person. It's just that she is going through her life lesson, and you're about to teach her something so phenomenal, which is beautiful. And I like it, though. I like that you're about to teach her to make her a better woman.
Yeah, I mean, I want her to, because I mean, obviously she's raising my son, so I want him to grow up in a positive, loving environment.
Right, and you want to treat her good. You want to treat her. You want to treat her good. You want to treat her good, and you want to treat her good. And she's gonna grow to be a beautiful lady. She's gonna be the mother of your child. You'll throw her birthday party from time to time. You'll give her flowers. But remember something I'm about to tell you. That's very, very important, and you have to live by this. What I'm telling you, you can't recycle. You can't get back with her.
Got it. Yeah,
whatever you do.
Like I said, I have zero intention of getting back with her.
Okay, but I'm saying a year from now, she's doing well. She filled out. She got a booty, and she's doing all these type of things. You can never get back with her. That's what
Why
I'm
you say that?
Say. Because see, my mom taught me something years ago. My mother used to always say, "Never recycle." And when you think about it, you get older. Like I'm a lot older than you, right? And when you think about it, you're 34 years old. Life is a journey. So you're in this chapter 34. This is July. You're on chapter 34, page 7 of your life. The thing that people don't understand is once you go through a chapter, you're not supposed to go back. You don't want to read the same book twice and expect a different ending. Yeah. This is a life that your life is about moving forward. That's what makes life so beautiful. You went through this. It's an amazing journey. Now you got to keep going. You can't go backwards. That's why I'm telling you not to recycle. And I'm telling you this through life. I'm telling you this through things I've experienced and what I've seen. And I swear to you, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, part of me is, to be honest, relieved that this happened. Because it's been a burden on me.
Yes.
like I've been paying for us for 3 years. I've been fucking taking care of her. So
you're
it's
gonna
like,
be happy, yo. Listen to what I'm saying. You're gonna save so much money, and you're gonna be at peace of mind. Nothing like having peace of mind. That's the greatest thing when I talk to people, men or women. The greatest gift I can give you guys is that I want you to achieve peace of mind. When you have that, it's priceless. And when you meet another woman, you're going to think twice before you hand that peace of mind over to anyone. Mm-hmm. And you're going to really do your homework and you're going to really do your homework before you give that freedom up again. And now you know. And let her be your blueprint. Any woman that reminds you of that woman, that's the woman you stay away from. See, it also has its lessons, its blessings too. When you meet another female and she acts like that or reminds you of this woman, you got to say to yourself, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with this person. Let me keep it moving.
Yeah.
And you're 34, travel, yo. You get successful, you're doing your thing, travel, you're going to meet beautiful women in Turks and Caicos. You're going to shoot down to Miami. You're going to go over to Jamaica. You're going to hit the Bahamas. You're going to hit Bermuda. You're going to hit Australia. You're going to hit Hawaii. Date different women all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much. And I guarantee you'll meet a millionaire. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I mean, I've traveled a lot. I was in Kingston 3 months ago on a shoot. I'm going to Miami next month for another shoot. Like, I travel all the time.
And you got beautiful women at your feet all day. All day. Now you can pick and choose. Don't get serious. You know, it's like, hey, you know, I find you attractive. Can I take you out for a drink? And have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun, yo. Your father and mom will understand, because at the end of the day, if you was my son, the thing that I want most for you is peace of mind and happiness. And that's what I'm giving you. I want to give you peace, yo.
And
I want to give you peace.
One more question. So when it comes to like the living situation, right? Like, she's not here. You know, while I do all this paperwork stuff and all that, what? I mean, should I move out? No. The spot is yours. You're gonna get her name off the lease. You're gonna stay there. That's not gonna happen, because her friend is the one that manages the property too. So if I come and even try to pull her off, she's going to be like, nah, that's not happening.
Okay. So can you get another place on your own?
Yeah, I can.
Then move. That way she doesn't have nothing over your head. You don't want no one in life to ever have leverage on you. Remember, you're a man. Regardless of the child, regardless of the woman, regardless of everything in life, you're a man. And you're not no bum. Yeah. So by you not being no bum, you don't have to listen to nobody. You're a winner. So you start looking for a place, pay the rent, and make her think that y'all going to get back together until you move. And then you got your own spot, yo. And don't tell her that you're moving. Yeah. Get your own spot. Nice. She drops the baby off. She can come in. She can't spend the night. No matter under what circumstances, she can't spend the night. And you're going to win all day. But you got to have peace of mind, fam. You have to. You have to have peace of mind. You really, really do. And so explain to me again what kind of stuff that you do with with your job.
So, I mean, I produce music videos and lifestyle content. So, like, I produced a video in 2015, which we won the Best Rock VMA for. I produced Uma Thurman for Fall Out Boy. And then last year, I produced Devastated for Joey Badass, Little P's and Q's for Lil Uzi Vert. Like, I produced probably about 100 million views in the last year alone.
Right.
So, I mean, I got like corporate clients, like Kaiser Permanente is one of my clients, Jack Daniels, I shoot for them all the time. So I create like video content either for like the digital platform, or artists and managers hit me up, labels hit me up, to produce content for them. So right now, like, great. I'm in the process of wrapping up 2 music videos, and then I got about 6 more in the next, probably about 6 weeks.
Okay, so what I want to do, I love to give opportunity to women and men. So to the fans around the world, to the people that wants to do videos, if you got a good look, you got your life together, because I only like helping people who hearts are in the right place, who if they make it in life, they'll turn around and help other people down the line. I want you guys to hit me on Instagram at TK_Kirkland. I want to link you up with my man on the show who's talking today, and hopefully we can get somebody in a video that can be a breakout star one day, because what we try to do in this world is help out people, give people opportunities to achieve in life, and just make life better for everyone if we can. I hope that you will allow me to do that with you as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
you know,
I hear you do that all the time, so, I mean, I'd be happy to, help out listeners or whoever, you know?
Right. It'll be a definite blessing. But stay focused on your topic, fam.
Okay.
If you do this, you're going to be an extremely happy man.
Okay.
And I'm sorry that you went through it, but at the same time, I'm happy you went through it, because life, if you haven't gone through anything, you can't teach nobody nothing. So now one day, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, somebody's going to go through the same thing that you went through, and you're going to be able to give them the same type of knowledge, and you're going to know how they feel. You're going to know that feeling that they're going through, and you're going to be able to give them the type of knowledge that they need to move forward, whether it's a male or female. And that's what's important. That's what life lessons about. And it's unfortunate that we have to go through these things to feel that type of pain. But it is like with my youngest daughter, Trinity, when I try to get my point across to her, because she listens very well, I tell her about the time when she was about 4 years old. When she was about 4 years old, she left her phone in McDonald's, and she cried like a baby. So I explained to her, I said, remember that pain you felt at McDonald's? And she was like, when you left your phone? She said, yes. I said, that's the reason why I don't want you to do what I'm telling you. I don't ever want you to feel that type of pain again. So this pain that you're going through, and it's not pain, because what happened for you, which I love, is that you got yourself out of a bad situation. You got a baby out of it, but you got yourself out of a bad situation, because you would have been paying out your ass forever trying to do the right thing, and she wasn't worthy of that.
Yeah. So, like, moving forward, I want to be respectful towards her, just, again, in terms of the baby. I'm assuming I'm not even bring up any of this stuff moving forward.
Nope.
Right?
I'll tell you, always keep your move. Always keep your move to yourself. Never let nobody know how you're moving, because then you give them the upper hand. If you stay quiet and keep it close to your heart, then you can make moves without nobody jeopardizing your move.
48 laws of power.
Exactly. You know, that's what you want to do. Never tell nobody what you're moving. Never do that.
Yeah.
You're going to make your moves. You're going to get and you do this, you start this now, because it's going to take 2 or 3 months to go to court anyway. It's going to go. And what you do is, I got your number on Monday. You can give me a call. I'll put you in touch with an attorney. She's in Riverside, but she's off the chain, dog. When I say she's awesome, she's off the chain. So, and she's not that expensive.
Okay. So, now, I did discuss, like, possibly talking to an attorney with her when this first happened, right? About joint custody. And she told me that she's like, I'd rather just do it directly with you than go to the state.
Wow. See how that works then.
So is that a better suggestion instead of going to the state, or what do you think? Like,
it depends on if you can trust her. And the way I feel, what I've learned about life, don't trust nobody, yo. It's best to have it on paper that she can never come back and get you. Because, like I said, for a woman to cheat on you, then hit you up for child support, it's like you got stabbed twice. You know, if you do it to her first, it's like, again, the 48 laws of power. You got to get her before she gets you. I'd rather for you to go to court, have it on paper. You can always stop it if you want, but at least you're protected. You're protected, fam, and that's what this is about. We live in a world that we really can't trust people 100%. I always tell people, keep it 99, because sometimes you got to lie. You know, sometimes you gotta lie. And since you're on the phone with me, and since I know a little bit more than you, not because I'm smarter, because I just have a lot more wisdom, I would say go to court, put her on paper. You call the shots, and you always have the upper hand. You took her to court. She didn't take you to court. And when you go, and to the people who listen, whenever you get child support papers, whenever someone tells you got to go to court, don't be afraid to go to court. Go. Because what happens with most men, they're afraid to go to court. And when you don't go, that's when the judge buries you. See, because they don't know your side of the story. They don't know what you're doing with your life, what's going on. So a woman can go in there and say X, Y, and Z, and sometimes the judges just listen to them. And the next thing you know, you're paying $15,000 a month, and you got like $150,000 in arrears. And some people can never get out of that. Some people don't never have the right attorney. But one thing I've always done, from being a criminal to being in those situations, I've always had the right attorney, and I always believe what my aunt used to tell me. She used to say, CYA. And remember this, fam. Cover your ass. Remember that for the rest of your life. CYA. Cover your ass. And I'll never want you to get caught slipping.
I just think like she's too, I mean, this is going to sound bad, but she's just too stupid to.
Oh, it's not going to be her. It's never from them. It's when she starts telling her friends.
Oh, yeah. I mean, her best friend has a kid, and yeah, she's definitely going to advise her because she was divorced from her first date.
Exactly. That's where it's coming from. It ain't going to come from her. It's going to come from her crew. Different girlfriends, mom, aunt, uncle, girlfriends. That's where it's going to come from. It's not going to come from her. But one day, like if you wait and she does get older and she starts thinking, she'll get you. Because all I see is success for you. What I see what you're doing at your age, it only gets better from here in life.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, she never cared about money. She never cared about. She's never cared about money, like with me. Like I always made sure everything was taken care of, but she would never ask me for money. She would never she always wanted to do her own thing. So it was never and we were broke together. 3 years ago, we were in a.
And the thing about that is beautiful. CYA. Cover your ass. We don't care about none of that. We don't care if she ain't never asked for nothing. That's not our job. We don't worry about that.
Okay.
See, because if you put emotion into this, you've already lost. You can't be emotional. You get emotional because women are sometimes stronger than men and smarter, right? Because we don't have a brotherhood to teach brothers the game and knowledge how to move. So we wing it and learn on our own, but it's at a cost, it's at a price. I got two friends that work for me. One is in Atlanta, one is in Dubai. One's going through divorce, one got a divorce already, got custody of the baby. She wound up taking the baby from him. He's now using one of my attorneys to try to get the baby back, but he's going through confusion. But like I told him, like I told you, like I tell everybody, especially the young people who are listening, know who you're fucking before you have a baby. You know, I did a show yesterday where a man met a girl because she just had a fat ass and they looked good together. He had a baby with her. And then a year, the crazy, shit that I be hearing. Then the dude wound up meeting another girl, and she took him to court for child. She filed papers. I did this interview yesterday. He did the interview where he's in the house. He gets served, but the girl still lives in the house.
Wow.
I said, dog, is you out your mind? You can't pay child support, and the woman lives with you. She got to go. So he's like, TK, her mom is on crack or something, and I don't want to say that. I said, is you out your mind? And the same thing I told him, I'm telling you, you got to love yourself first, yo. Yeah. You guys are going, I can't believe this, and I'm so thankful that I took this job and made it what it is, because everybody wanted me to do interviews with celebrities, and I never wanted to do that. I wanted to do just normal people who was going through the type of things that you're going through. And I wish I would have started a lot sooner, because you know who I wish I could have helped? My man Tax Stone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See, because me and Tax was tight. But I didn't know Tax was having those type of problems with Troy Ave, because I never listened to his show. And when people were telling me that Tax didn't like Troy, and Tax was really a hater. Tax was hating on Troy. And then he got the weapon and went to the concert that night, and then I know for a fact, if I would have listened to his show and told him to leave that alone, Tax would have listened to me. Mm-hmm. He believed in me and loved me so much. I know that he would have listened to me. And that's one thing I wish I could have done. I wish I could have saved his life, because he just got indicted today for murder.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they got him on the gun earlier, right? And they was going to give him 10 years, but today he got indicted for murder. And I really wish I could have helped him, because I know he'd have listened. Because we talked about jail, because I was telling him we were supposed to go to London together. And when we were going to go to London and we were doing a show together, it was going to be him and me in London. And it just never happened, fam. And I really, so now with everybody I talk to, I think of CYA. I think about, make sure I always tell you guys and ladies the truth. And I give it from my heart. I swear to you, I give it from my heart. And as long as you listen, I promise you, you'll be a happy man. That's how come I said don't recycle. Mm-hmm. Take her to court for child support. Get her on paper. That way you're protected. Mm-hmm. Because when she starts talking to her friends, you'll know what she's going to become.
So I should do it immediately versus doing it later,
because
a little later.
Especially in Los Angeles, right? Never right away. So if you go Monday, you won't go to court until the fall. It takes 3 months.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it takes 3 months. You get that going first, and then I'm still going to get you in touch with the attorney, and I'll let you know off the air how much he'll charge you, but I guarantee it's going to be about $1,200.
Okay.
You know, because the first time I went to court with an attorney, they tried to hit me over the head for $10,000-$12,000, yo, and they was robbing me. Some of these firms will rob you. And a friend introduced me to this attorney out of Grambling, black woman, sharp as hell, a beast. Mm-hmm. And when I say a beast, she's a beast. And she went in there and got me what I want. And I've been rolling ever since. I'm just amazed all the connections that I have and the people that I know. I'm so blessed about it. I'm so happy that I can help people out, and it's just truly a blessing, my man. It's just truly a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to you every week, religiously. So it's always something like I'm able to pull from it, incorporate.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, sir.
Dope what you're doing. So thank you again for all the information. And when are you in LA next?
I just left LA a couple of weeks ago. I did a big show down there. But what we'll do is I'll hit you tomorrow off the air, and we'll try to come see what we can do together to help each other's business out. Because I got something big going on with Warner Brothers and Universal, too. So we'll see what we can do and how we can work together.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to.
All right. God bless your family.
I appreciate it.
Campaign.
Thank you, man.
God bless, man.
Take care.
This episode of the TK Kirkland Show was produced by Jonathan Mena, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, music by Lando Beats. This is an official Loudspeakers Network production.